Good morning. This is Aaron Blasco, staff reporter with the South Bend Tribune. We're commuting this morning from Cleveland Road south along Indiana 933 into downtown South Bend. Today is the first day of the long-term closure of Michigan Street in downtown between North Shore and LaSalle Avenue. This is due to Smart Streets work. The city is constructing roundabouts at Michigan and Bartlett and Michigan and Marion next to Memorial Hospital. The city has set up a couple of detour routes during the closure. We just turned off of Cleveland. The first primary detour is along Cleveland for southbound traffic, and that detour is Cleveland west to Bendix Drive south to Lincoln Way west into downtown. We're going to be taking the secondary detour, which is for local access to downtown. That detour is North Shore to Niles Avenue to LaSalle Avenue. So we'll be making a little short half circle sort of around Memorial Hospital. It's a rainy morning today, but otherwise the roads are pretty clear. No traffic so far, but I expect that to change a little bit as we get closer to the detour route up here. There will be another detour on the south side of town at Michigan and Chippewa in the coming weeks. The city is building a third roundabout at that intersection. That detour will be a little easier to navigate. It will be simply shifting traffic one block west to Main Street. And there will be some traffic restrictions along Main and Michigan/St. Joseph throughout the project here over the next 4 months or so. I should say though that local access to downtown businesses, residents, and the hospital will be maintained throughout this entire construction project. Just a little bit about the project itself. It's a $30 million project. The primary purpose of the project is to convert Main and Michigan/St. Joseph streets from one-way to two-way, their entire lengths. That's from Marion Street near Memorial Hospital all the way to Chippewa Avenue, which is on the south side near the Ireland Road shopping area. In addition to that, there will be some streetscape improvements downtown. The city will be constructing new curbs and sidewalks. They will also be installing bike facilities, including protected bike lanes, planting new street trees, and repaving Michigan/St. Joseph and Main Streets from Angela Boulevard all the way to Sample. This is part of the larger Smart Streets project, which also includes the recent improvements to Lincoln Way West and Western Avenue, and the two-way conversion of Marion Street, William Street, and Madison Street as well. So we're approaching Angela Boulevard here, getting close to the start of the secondary detour, which is at North Shore, just before the Leaper Park Bridge. So far traffic has been good. It is 7:45 right now in the morning. Perhaps the biggest inconvenience for motorists throughout this process will be accessing Memorial Hospital. Access to the hospital is being maintained along North Lafayette Boulevard, which can be accessed by taking North Shore to Lafayette if you're coming from the north, or taking LaSalle to Lafayette if you're approaching from the south. So we're approaching North Shore now, and there's a bit of a backup here, but not too bad. Looks like traffic is lined up about 2 to 3 blocks back from the light at the moment. You could also technically take North Shore west to Angela Boulevard, and then Angela west to Portage. I should say that's not a recommended detour, but it is an alternate if there's too much traffic this way. Again, this detour will last for about 4 months until early September. The idea is to complete the roundabout work at Michigan and Bartlett and Michigan and Marion in time for the first home Notre Dame football game, and shortly after the start of the school year for South Bend Community Schools. They do hope to have both intersections at least partially open in time for the start of the school year in late August. So it appears the city has established a 4-way stop here at North Shore and Michigan. We're going to be turning left, which is east onto North Shore, and then we're going to take a pretty immediate right or south onto Niles Avenue. Again, traffic seems to be going pretty smoothly at this point. As I was saying, the city has established a website to keep motorists updated on the progress of the project, and includes detour maps and other information. You can find that at smartstreets.southbendin.gov. And of course, you can always go to southbendtribune.com for information as well. So here we are turning east onto North Shore. And we're just going to take it up the hill here a little ways and turn right or south onto Niles Avenue. There does appear to be a little bit more traffic on North Shore this morning than is typical, which is to be expected. A lot of the work that's going to be going on this summer is coinciding with other work that's going on downtown, including renovation of the former Chase Tower, the JMS building, the LaSalle Hotel, and construction on a new hotel next to the College Football Hall of Fame. So all of those projects will certainly complicate things, but the city has planned for all those different factors. Again, it's been pretty smooth so far, no major backups. approaching LaSalle Avenue now. We're going to turn right or west onto LaSalle, and this will take us into downtown, across the river and into downtown. At this point, you could also continue straight if your final destination is somewhere in the East Bank. You can also take the Colfax Bridge or the Jefferson Street Bridge into downtown. Again, not too much traffic here on LaSalle as we approach the intersection of Michigan Street. And as we reach the intersection, this is the end of the detour. Looks like it took us about 10 minutes or so, maybe less. Traffic was pretty light. Remember to drive safely out there, and pay attention to southbendtribune.com or smartstreets.southbendin.gov for updates on this project.